Last time they were in the government, I remember the photo. It was almost, Mr Speaker, as shameful as the photo we saw with the former leader of the opposition measuring up the curtains before the last election with all the hubris, Mr Speaker. So there they are.
Well, hang on. Sit down.
I'm still hearing.
You sit down, Griffith. You sit down. I've got the call.
The embassy to just give me simple sentences. I mean, I've said this before. Tell that interpreter.
But I'd just like to ask one.
Sure.
Why did you lie to us?
Right, well, I can talk to you
And
about
why are you continuing to lie and say, well, you know, I didn't really mean to lie?
Well, I can explain all of that to you.
This language, he's just complicates it.
Friends, one and all, including friends from the mighty trade union movement.
In the past few minutes, it has erupted further. There have been smoke bombs let off seemingly in the foyer of the union building, and it seems there are staff there now who are using hoses trying to spray the crowd to get them back.
It is great to be back here in the Hunter, including a great trade unionist and Vice President of the party, Michelle Myers, who's here with us as well, a great Nova Castrian as well, even though she now lives in the equally great electorate of Greenland, as we said.
The way I acted? So I said I must get out of these wet clothes and into a dry martini.
Oh, you probably forget.
Thank you.
Oh, good Lord, there's a fly in my drink.
I put it there.
You did?
I slipped it into your glass as a gag.
Pure hilarity.
Pure Homer.
I pronounce it to be the most whimsical tape of the season.
This language, he's just complicates it.
Spotter. Far from a hobby, for Tim Fisher, locomotives became a lifelong obsession, championing rail every chance he got.
All aboard!
Whether it was annual treks to the highest peak in Australia,
Darling, ringing from the top of Cozzy.
or pilgrimages through his beloved Kingdom of Bhutan,
It's a very sacred site.
he brought passion to every pursuit. But at heart, he was the boy from Boree Creek, and his lasting contribution was to the bush.
He pulls out, you know, and he said, "You have a knife." It's my briefcase. And I said, "That is not a knife, my friend. That is my letter opener." And if you say to me that you want to hire a church hall, the local association of LBGTs, whatever the hell the words are, whatever it is, you want to do that. No, I have no idea what it is. I seriously have no idea what it is, and I'm not going to spend any time finding out either, because you'll have probably changed it between now and then.
This language, he's just complicates it.
What's replaced? No, I'm not. Don't lead me into your rubbish, right? Don't you keep taking us on flights of fancy. Your city, lily pad mindset, right? So I'm not going to answer your questions because they insult us.
There you go. And your wallet.
Nick, give him your wallet.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
As a builder's labourer, I worked as labourer on the chain gang and the abattoirs, and that's where I've, in a sense, felt happy.
Hawkey, as he was nicknamed, was also fond of a beer, and at university held the world record for sculling it.
So it's going to be our coal, our rail line, and our jobs. Bash them, mate, bash them.
We have an important announcement as well about a strategic fleet for Australia. And we know that in the future we need to prepare Australia for a future made in Australia so that we can stand on our own 2 feet, so that we're less vulnerable to shocks in global events.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man.
He's now President of the United States, and I will be the leader of this country after the next election.
Joe Brandon, I agree.
His leadership continues to be the subject of speculation, as we talked about earlier in the week, but he's talking up his own prospects and he's drawing inspiration from Joe Biden.
But a bloke who was a former deputy leader and an experienced politician who'd held a wide range of portfolios.
Anthony Albanese backed in the Chinese government and a number of others and having a crack at it as well.
Well, hang on. Sit down.
I'm still hearing.
You sit down, Clifford. You sit down. I've got the call.
There's language. He's just complicates it.
And we know, so I'll be hopeful that it receives a positive response. This is the second major announcement I've made. We're only at January 3. It's been more and more policy announcements as we're in the fourth quarter leading up to the election in 2022. It's an example of the fact that we have an agenda to create a better future for Australia.